Don't get it twisted. I'm not the selfless heroine in some cheesy redemption arc. I'm the unlucky side character. The girl trapped in her own hijacked body. She stole my life to play the savior for a brooding, toxic guy. She weaponized my face to be his ultimate, pathetic doormat. That agonizing second-hand embarrassment that makes you want to crawl into a hole? That's my face. The cash she's blowing to buy his attention? That's my bank account. And the hands she used to shove my absolute best friend into a floor littered with shattered glass? My hands. I'm trapped behind my own eyes, suffocating, watching Astrid's blood spill over the jagged shards. She stole my money. She wore my face. She ruined my life. Oh, I'm going to make her pay. Every single drop. Chapter 1. Astrid held out the wrapped box. Her eyes sparkled, offering it up like a priceless treasure from her trip. She had no clue. The girl standing in front of her wasn't me anymore. A parasite named Kayleigh had already crawled into my skin and taken the wheel. Rosalind, you have to hear about, Astrid started. Kayleigh cut her off. My stolen eyes lit up with a feverish, desperate hunger. She shoved right past Astrid. She practically sprinted toward the door. Thorn had just walked in, slinging his backpack over one shoulder, his jaw set in its usual ice-cold scowl. Kayleigh twisted my face into a cloying, shy simper. Thorn, you're here. I'm struggling so much in class. You're a guy, and guys are just wired better for this stuff. You're so much smarter. A wave of pure nausea hit my gut. I'm just so clumsy with the material, Kayleigh whined. Can I ask the teacher to move my desk next to yours? That way you can tutor me. She actually stuck her tongue out in a fake, playful little pout. I wanted to rip my own face off. Since when did guys have better brains? Astrid and I had fought for the top spot in our grade every single semester. I consistently crushed Thorn's GPA. Thorn didn't even blink. His features hardened into stone. No. Kayleigh deflated, my shoulders slumping in pathetic disappointment. Astrid scoffed, stepping between them. Like anyone actually cares, Thorn. She reached out, grabbing my wrist to pull Kayleigh away. Kayleigh ripped my arm free. She poured all her humiliated rage into the violent jerk. Back off. Stay out of my business. Astrid flinched. Confusion and genuine hurt bled into her expression. Rosalind, what's going on with you today? Did I do something wrong? She held up the wrapped box again, her voice shaking slightly. Look, I know you collect these glass mugs. I saw this one and knew you needed it. I carried it the whole way back for you. Kayleigh swung her arm. She smacked the box right out of Astrid's hands. Crash. The glass slammed into the floor, shattered into jagged, unforgiving splinters across the tiles. It wasn't enough for Kayleigh. She lunged forward and shoved Astrid hard. Astrid wasn't bracing for it. Her heels slipped. She pitched backward, right toward the field of razor-sharp glass. Panic clawed up my throat, choking off my air. Astrid twisted at the last second. She threw her hands back to break the fall. Flesh hit jagged edges. The shards bit deep into her palms. Crimson spilled out, thick and fast, pooling on the floor. Astrid didn't even scream. She just sat there, staring at my face, totally numb to the physical agony. Rage, pure, blinding white noise ripped through my skull. I wanted to tear Kayleigh apart from the inside out. Astrid was my blood, my sister in everything but name. How dare this parasite steal my life? How dare she break my best friend? How dare she? Chapter 2. Astrid just sat there, dazed. An almost imperceptible sadness fractured her expression as she looked up at the parasite wearing my face. Rosalind, what is wrong with you? Kayleigh glared down at her. You go on vacation and remember to buy a gift for a friend with zero blood ties. But what about Thorn? He's your actual half-brother. Where's his gift? She crossed her arms, shooting her a look of toxic superiority. Are you that threatened by him? Terrified he's gonna fight you for the family empire? God, you're a monster, ignoring your own blood over money. Rose, the old me was blind for ever hanging out with someone so toxic. What makes you think you're better than him? So what if he was born out of wedlock? He didn't ask for that. The adults screwed up, not him. You're just greedy, Kayleigh sneered. You want to hoard the entire empire, but Thorn has a stake in it too. You can't just freeze him out. He's your dad's son. Legally, he has the exact same inheritance rights as you do. A smug, knowing smirk twisted my lips. Newsflash. Thorn is the son. You're just a daughter who's going to marry off and change her last name anyway. No dynasty is handing the reins to an outsider. The whole empire belongs to Thorn in the end, so stop acting so entitled to his money. And if you don't care about Thorn, I don't care about your stupid gift. Kayleigh spun around. She flashed Thorn a shamelessly desperate, fawning smile. She stepped right over Astrid. As Kayleigh brushed past her, Astrid's voice broke the silence, barely louder than a breath. Are you, actually Rosalind? Astrid slumped against the floor. The bleeding from her jagged cuts was slowing, the blood pooling dark and tacky on the tiles, but what truly shattered my heart was the look in her eyes, completely dead, stripped of all their usual light. A brutal, suffocating pressure slammed into my chest. My lungs forgot how to pull in air. Every nerve ending in my trapped consciousness screamed. Astrid. I would have burned the world down before letting a single scratch touch her. How dare this parasite weaponize my own limbs to rip my best friend to shreds. Kayleigh didn't even flinch. Instead, a smug, sickening wave of triumph radiated from her as she mentally chimed in with Cypher, the system that helped her hijack my life. When I read this book back in the real world, Thorn broke my heart, she gushed to Cypher. He was supposed to be this untouchable golden boy, but he grew up in the projects with his single mom. Everyone called him a bastard. He suffered so much, and the girl next door was his only saving grace. Then his rich dad finally claimed him. He just wanted to grind, secure the family empire, and give his girl the life she deserved. He had to force himself to push her away to do it. And what did he get? His evil half-sister sister fought him tooth and nail for the company, and the original owner of this body constantly bullied and gaslit him. The most tragic part? He actually pulled it off, Kayleigh thought, her internal voice dripping with twisted pity. He got the entire empire. He masterminded the perfect revenge. He set it up so Astrid, that toxic sister, was forced to marry an abusive psycho who beat her every day. And he totally destroyed Rosalind's family, leaving that side character with nothing. But his only ray of light, his childhood sweetheart, was already swept off her feet by the main lead. He won the world, but he lost his one true love. It's just too devastating. Thinking about him sitting on a billion-dollar throne, feeling dead inside, forced to watch the love of his life marry someone else and have their babies. It physically hurts my chest. That's why I abandoned my own parents to cross over. I had to save him. Chapter 3. My parents will survive without me. They have my little brother, Kayleigh thought, her internal monologue practically dripping with delusion. But if Thorn doesn't have me, he has nothing. She stared at his retreating back, my stolen eyes pooling with a sickening, obsessive devotion. I'll make him